The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
The bad boys of radio. Here's Jack and Ron.
Well, hey, happy few days after Thanksgiving. Hope your Thanksgiving was good. It is Jack Dam Elliott, Ron Dam Williams.
Good morning, afternoon to you.
Right here at Othello's Italian Restaurant, the wonderful Othello's Italian Restaurant here in Edmond. They have another location down there in Norman on Campus Corner. Best Italian food on planet America. And I'm telling you what, just for a little for instance for you, let me tell you about the chicken marsala here at Othello's, if you don't mind. You got a moment or two? Thanks. The fact of the matter is, honest to God, I've done this. I've had chicken marsala in California, Florida, Phoenix, Vegas, you name it, Cincinnati, all over the country. The chicken marsala here at Othello's is best in the country, I promise. I haven't been able to find a better or one that even equals the chicken marsala here at Othello's Italian Restaurant. They open at 4 o'clock daily in Norman and here in Edmond. So check them out sometime. Great Italian food. Also got to say hi to our great sponsor, the fine folks at Flash Hauler, FLASHOLR.com. Flash Hauler, they move merchandise like Uber moves people. Plus, they are now the game changers in the moving industry, and they are helping seniors move from their current dwelling into maybe senior centers or smaller dwellings. You know how they like to downsize and all. Anyhow, that's what's going on with Flash Hauler. We got more to tell you as the program continues.
And don't forget about our good buddies, Andy B's, now open, my friend.
Yep.
Remember that big wonderful bowling alley that was on Pennsylvania, just south of 122nd.
I sure do.
For you. It's now open. It's new, and it is absolutely fantastic. I went over there and I threw the axes for a while.
Oh, that's right. They got axe tossing too.
Yeah. With 2 games, I won one and barely lost the other. Anyway, they have.
Hey, look at it this way: you did win something.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll tell you, if you want to win, especially with the kids, they have a fantastic arcade over there. I mean, it's fantastic. As a matter of fact, we sat in that arcade and raced, and they have some of the most. They have the latest games you won't find anywhere else. And
so cool.
They have a redemption center because you get tickets, and the kids can go get all kinds of prizes. And when I say all kinds of prizes. It's great. We'll tell you more about that. Andy B's, it's fantastic, my friend.
Yeah, Andy B's right there just south of 122nd on Penn. And I mean, you can't miss it. They got a giant B, the letter B, in front of the building. And I mean, it's like 3 stories high.
And if you want to, they have a VIB bowling section and the regular bowling section. And it is so nice. They have this robot. You don't have to carry the balls. The robot will carry the balls for you.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
We'll tell you more here in just a bit.
I say, hey, carry my balls, would you?
As we get this underway, and it is a good time here today because it is Monday.
Yes.
Following Thanksgiving, we have so much stuff to cover, including, let's see, we'll get to 2 Tough Trivia here in a flash. We got asinine trivia coming up, Tribon, news of the I'll Be Damned, sleazy, trashy showbiz report, and some great audio, including a classic Jack and Ron Leave It to Beaver episode. So all coming up in a bit. But first, Ron has your 2 Tough Trivia.
All right. A lot of restaurants, they had a lot of business this Thanksgiving holiday.
Yes.
Well, I'm tell you what, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
How much in tips do Americans give every year?
Oh, wow.
So this is going to be.
How much money in tips?
Yeah.
If you add it all up. From every restaurant, every server, everybody that's ever. Oh, wow.
Every year, how much do Americans tip?
I will save $2 billion. No. $500 million.
Richard has this look on his face like, let me ask me.
Yeah, $500 million is what I'm saying.
Okay. And what do you say, Richard?
I say about.
Your mic's not on.
It's not on.
I like this. He's the guy running the gear, and I have to tell him the mic's not.
Seriously. $750 million.
750 million. All right.
No, screw it. One bill.
Well, okay. Well,
clearly I was wrong.
Well, we're going to find out
I'll
at the
put it
end.
This way. By the way, both of you are wrong.
Were we far off? Or
Are we far off?
Too
or
high or too low? Just give us that.
Yeah, too high or too low?
Too low.
Ooh.
Wow. Dang, Jack, I said $1 billion.
I was going to go with $1 billion or $2 billion, and then I thought, no, it can't be that much.
Not
but
in America.
think about it. Yeah, not the way I've seen some people tip. I know the three of us are very good tippers. We always believe in 20 to 25 to 28%.
Hey, man, when you look at the fact that some of these folks, once they get their salary, man, tips is what they live on.
It is. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
That's what the servers at restaurants live on. If you're like maybe new to the restaurant, go out, endeavor. If you don't get it, they do live on the tips. And so, and I know I will grant you this. If the service is really good, yeah, they deserve the 20 or 25% or whatever. If the service is really poor, I don't know, you might want to go a little less. I got to tell you a quick experience. I was in Cincinnati last week for Thanksgiving, went to the two grandkids. I got a 4-year-old, 7-year-old, went to their school for Grandparents' Day. It was a lot of fun. But the day after Thanksgiving, my wife and I went to grab some lunch at a place called Nations. And it's usually a pretty decent place. I mean, and it's a good play. But that day, the server came to, and I see these servers running, and there's only 2 of them. And I mean, the place is fairly good size, running back and forth from the kitchen to tables to the bar. And she gets to our table and she says, "I'm really sorry. I'll take great care of you, but 4 people didn't show up for work today. 4 servers didn't show up."
Whoa.
So they had 2 for the entire place. So it was like an hour and a half before we got our lunch. But I was still generous with the tip because it wasn't her fault that those people didn't show up. And she was working her tail off. And she really did a good job. I mean, and I'm not kidding. It wasn't like they were walking fast. They were actually running through the restaurant.
Yeah, see, I like those type of restaurants where, number one, if you have a drink, you never get to see the bottom. They always
I like those too.
And they tighten you up and they come by everything all right? Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not for those of you who are waiters, that's the kind of the line we like to see that makes us reach deeper to go ahead and make sure that you have a good day, hopefully.
Let me give you a couple other pointers if you're in the restaurant industry, since I've never owned one, but I eat in one every damn day. Let me give you a couple tips if you're a server. Number one, smile. For God's sake, smile. That's number one at making people feel welcome in your restaurant, and it make them feel as though you really want to take good care of them. With that smile, you're probably going to get a respectable tip, hopefully. Now, not everybody is like that, but I would say 9 times out of 10, you'll get a better tip because you smiled and you were personable. And the other thing is, if you're working up front as the hostess at the desk, sometimes I go into restaurants, they have 3 or 4 of these girls who are like 15 working at the hostess desk. And it's like, yeah, there's 2 of us. Could we have a booth? And then all of a sudden it's like, just give us the damn booth. It's right over there. You don't have to have this negotiation between to make, and I think it's sometimes to make each other feel important. They want that self-importance. Like, we're big time. We're working the hostess desk, and you are at our mercy. So anyway, just a tip.
Yeah. And
get the people the damn table they want, and be sure to smile and do it with a big smile.
Well, there's something else I want to add to that.
Yeah.
And if you're going to sit someone at a table, they didn't clean the table off as well as they could. There's something in this, especially if it's a booth. It's something down there on the floor. It's something that you got to brush out of the booth. Nothing is worse than to sit down and then you have to go ahead and bust your own booth. No, that's
so wrong. And so many times,
man.
it's one of those deals where, wait a minute, that's not my job. We have a person who's supposed to take it upon yourself to have the balls to do something without being told somebody else has to do it, or could you do it? Just do it.
Thank you very much.
Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it.
All
okay.
Right. All right. We got Brian Maxey, who called in with a guess as far as how much do Americans tip each year. He says 275 million. I think by now that that's not true.
Low.
And hi to Chesney Von Park. I like that. Chesney Von Park. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. She says, "Hi, handsome men."
There you go.
I hope she's watching this podcast.
Yeah, obviously talking about somebody else. We got to do asinine trivia. This is where we quiz Richard, the producer, executive producer, the director, and the guy who runs all the gear. We hit him with 3 questions. Questions so easy, it's considered asinine. Question number 1, Richard. What type of meat do you put on a hot dog bun?
Hot dog.
You got it. Hot dog. Number 2.
That was tricky.
I know. This might really tax your brain. When it comes to ice cream, what do the 2 letters DQ stand for?
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen is right. All right.
All right. Now, come on.
Big one here.
Bring it home.
Name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma and who enjoy sitting in the stall at the downtown bus station singing plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is, while flushing the toilet over and over, begging other patrons for more toilet paper, and who also perform the #1 video podcast in America.
God.
You're right.
Hey,
You guys are annoying.
that's us, man.
That's some annoying shit right there.
Let me tell you, we did a remote from the bus station once before.
We did.
And
we were live on the air in a morning show doing the bus. Who put us down there? Was that Cool 102? Yeah. That was it.
Let me tell you, it was something else, especially this one guy who was in the chair. And I wanted to go over and see if he was dead. He didn't move the entire time we were there.
We're there like 3 hours doing a live broadcast, and this guy didn't move. We thought he'd perished. We thought he had passed away, but neither one of us wanted to go over there and get too chummy with him.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah. There's something else, too. A very special announcement. This is for every man, woman, and child within the sound of our voice, maybe even further than that.
All right.
Today is Rapid Day. Food experts say you still have some leftovers. Today is the day you either freeze them or you wrap them up or you just throw them away.
Freeze them or get rid of them.
That's about it. Or I don't know what you could wrap up. I don't know. Bread, whatever. But other than that, if you have some meat left over, you can freeze it and it'll stay frozen for about 4 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. But today, don't sit there and just gaily eat leftovers. Or if you do, today is the last day. This is Wrap It Up Day, folks.
Get rid of that old food, man. It's time to get rid of it. Got to say hi to John Bennett, who checks in each and every week by saying, woohoo. That's his favorite thing. Aaron Dilly is checking us out as well on Facebook. Be sure to share this Facebook podcast with everybody. This is the #1 video podcast in America, I might point out. Share this podcast, share this page, share all of the stuff we're doing right now with all of your friends and loved ones and people maybe you don't like that much. Yeah. Here's something I found pretty interesting from the news last week. Early last week, people from around the country learned that there's at least one uncivilized state left to avoid. After Governor Kevin Stitt recorded a cheerful video message for a meeting of the Oklahoma Game Fowl Commission, and this is all according to our good friends at the Lost Ogle, who tell it as it is. They say that the Oklahoma Game Fowl Commission a lot of times is the rural yardbird organization that's trying to overrun and overturn the will of the civilized Oklahoma voters and decriminalize the ancient animal blood sport of cockfighting. In the video, our governor specifically expressed his remorse for not attending the event to pander to attendees in person and let the rural rednecks know he was cheering them on from the sidelines as they fight to restore Oklahoma's long and storied history of producing angry chickens that are trained to fight to the death for viewing and sport and wagering. Welcome to Oklahoma. Set your watch back 50 years, folks.
And that's not all. I'll tell you something else our good governor has done. He was talking about making betting, sports betting illegal and everything.
Which I'd like to see.
And he was talking about, the tribes, how much they could get and everything. And until you talk to members of the tribe that say, hey, he never talked to us about this.
Yeah.
He's never brought this up. How can he say what will happen here when we have no deal and the whole? I could be wrong, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. It seems that the governor and the tribes of Oklahoma just aren't on the same page about anything at all.
There you have it. Because I keep thinking we're going to get total class C gaming where
Yes.
you no longer have to pay 50 cents a hand to play cards at the casinos.
Right.
More like Las Vegas type style gaming. We need that. We need sports betting, no doubt about that. You got to, people are betting on football, basketball, hockey, whatever it is they like. They're doing it anyway through other means. Why not just legalize it and have betting operations right here in the state? Whether you do it online or you go to a local watering hole where you can do it. I know, like if you go to Thunder Roadhouse, the restaurant over on Memorial, you can actually wager on all the horse tracks around the country there. But still, we want to extend it to where you can bet on football and basketball and all the other sports.
Yeah, but see, now I'm suspicious because we are going through so many changes with this. It's almost, all right, we're half into it. Oh, one more change. There's always one more change because I guarantee you, if there's something that is going to bring money into the state, the state is going to figure out a way to get their cut.
All right, we got to say hi to Mike Fields. Mike Fields, one of the finest engineers, technicians, radio broadcasters in America.
He's a legend, my friend.
He is all the way.
Yes.
Mike says, hello, boys. It's Jimmy's birthday today. 81 years old in heaven. Jimmy. Is it Jimi Hendrix?
That's who I'm thinking about,
that's what I'm
Jimi
thinking,
Hendrix.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow, one of the greatest guitarists, one of the greatest showmen of all time.
And Misty Purcell is also saying hi to us. And
hello,
thank
Misty.
You,
How are
thank
you?
you so much.
Yes, Misty, thank you for checking us out.
And I think Jimi Hendrix was the first person I ever saw play the guitar with his teeth. Suzanne Zartler-Finger is watching. That's my sister-in-law up in Chicago. They were getting snow yesterday. She sent me pictures of the yard covered in snow.
Really? Are they going to postpone that game tonight?
No, they should postpone it because the damn Bears aren't going to win. God. The Bears play tonight on Monday Night Football.
Has that ever happened, though?
Bet on the opposition.
Has that ever happened in a game that's maybe up north or where they get a lot of snow?
I don't think so.
They cancel the game. I've seen them going up and down the rows, cleaning snow out of the seats and stuff like that.
Well, Chicago, Green Bay, Minneapolis, it's just typical for them to play in a lot of snow, ice, and whatever other crap God can throw at them.
Come down and sit your butt in the snow.
Here's a couple of quick things for you from people who do all these studies. The average American expects to gain 8 pounds over the holidays. So between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're going to gain 8 pounds. It says why? Well, it says because the average American will eat 26 cookies, 12 slices of pie, and 13 cupcakes over the holidays. I don't even eat sweets, so I know I'm not in there.
Well, see, I'm caught. I guess I'd have to do a lot of extra walking because this Thanksgiving there was carrot cake and there was pound cake and there was pecan pie. There was pumpkin pie.
So the statistic sounds about right.
Yeah,
I don't think I had any dessert at all.
Yeah, I didn't eat. I had 2 cookies.
You don't eat much either.
No, I don't like
many
sweets.
sweets. I don't like sweets.
Well, see, here's the thing: when you're over to someone's house, my son invited me over for Thanksgiving. And there's one thing you don't want to offend the cook. Let me tell you, Brandy did a fantastic job. The best.
That's
turkey
Duran's lady, right?
Yeah,
Brandy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Best turkey ever. Everything was just really, really nice. And so I tasted.
Had to indulge.
Yeah. Well, but here's the deal. You don't go crazy. You take just enough to taste and make sure that you've tasted everything, and you'll have an opportunity to comment on it. Like, hey, that was really good. Oh, that was delicious. And the one that really gets everybody. You have a to-go box? I'm gonna take some of this home with me. So, but they did, and I did. So, Jerron, Brandy, thank you so much for Thanksgiving.
That was very nice.
dinner.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
I did make some cornbread.
Oh, nice. Now, cornbread I don't consider a sweet, really, even though it can have a sweet kick to it.
Yeah,
Mine was pretty good.
Yeah, maybe have some sliced
scratch,
jalapenos.
I want to do that next time.
Yeah,
I
that is so good.
My son-in-law and my daughter got the turkey at this place called Lear's. It's a fresh meat butcher market in Cincinnati. And man, that place does a great job. Anyway, they get the turkey fully cooked and we just warm it up.
Oh, and one thing.
It was great.
On the way back.
Best turkey I've ever had.
On the way back home, I stopped at my buddy's house. That's Matt. And I picked up a nice container of chitlins.
Oh.
Dang, thanks, Matt.
And let me
What
tell
mom
you.
these chitlins? I was never a fan of it.
You don't like 'em?
I tried it and I don't like the texture.
Oh,
It's got to be
man.
done right, man.
Yeah.
You got to skin them. I mean, skin them, but you got
gotta
to
clean 'em.
You got to clean them right. Yeah, they got to be
Man,
clean to the
These
to
were
where you can see through them.
so good
Yeah.
that I called back and
Ask for double seconds.
yeah, I was going to ask
You
for
like
seconds,
chitlins, Jack?
but he
I
ain't
do
but-
if they're done right, like
Yeah.
Ron was talking about.
Yeah, I mean they have some that are pre-cleaned.
Uh-huh.
Well, I clean the pre-cleaned ones.
And then you
That's
know
how-
they're good.
Yeah, that's the way I.
That's
do
the way to do it. All right. Well, thanks for checking out the #1 video podcast in America. We got a lot of stuff to come, including, like I said, news of the I'll Be Damned. Roy, the movie guy, is he with us today?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll get to some email, too, because there are so many people in crisis. They've got problems. They've got issues. Who do they turn to? Dr. Phil? Hell no. They come to us. So we'll get that coming up. But first, some audio for you. This is pretty interesting stuff. In Philadelphia, masked men stole 15 boxes of beef worth approximately $7,660 from a refrigerated truck parked near a sports complex. Cargo thefts have been a concern for truck drivers in the area who are now using heavy-duty locks to safeguard their trucks. Here's trucker Mark Layton talking about how valuable the meat trucks can be. Listen up.
There's $250,000 worth of meat in one of these trucks. That's wholesale. So $750,000 by the time they sell it, that's a lot of money. It is increasing. It's just the way of life right now. You know, people aren't being able to work.
All right, there you go. Meat problem. Meat being stolen. We were just talking about desserts, right?
Yes.
Well, son of a gun, look at what we got here. I believe this is the coconut cream pie from Othello's Italian restaurant.
And,
this is one of Nancy's, the creations that they come up with here. And I'm telling you what, this pie, it'll make you jump up and down and
which one
holler,
is this?
Yahoo! That looks like pumpkin to me. Is that sort of a pumpkin? You might try it and find out.
I'm going to hold on.
And let me see that other one.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Is it
Come
pumpkin?
on.
Pumpkin cream and chocolate cream. Let me see that chocolate cream. Show this to them. Look at that damn thing. You know, this is something you need, and you can get it right here at Othello's Italian Restaurant. Along with, now this is the coconut cream pie. Oh my God, and this is so good.
Pumpkin cream.
You know what I love about your coconut cream pie? And this may sound stupid or crazy. You don't overdo it with the coconut. It's there, but it's not like enough coconut to choke a horse, you know, which I don't. I like, I just love that. And now I'm getting mad because I'm going to want to eat this stuff, and I'm trying
You want to wait to break?
Oh, man.
I'm trying to watch my young schoolgirl
It is
figure.
so good.
I'm
Holy
trying.
moly.
I'm going to try this chocolate cream real quick.
This pumpkin cream is just it's dynamite.
Oh my God. It's decadent. It's sinful. Oh my God.
Well,
Richard, there's a spoon for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
I'm
spoon.
definitely gonna get some of that. We just talk about we didn't eat sweets, but that's looking
I know.
so good.
But this stuff is so damn good.
Fancy.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Nancy. God, that's good stuff.
You want water, man? Got
I've got water.
You want water? Some water.
All right. I thought it was so
Yeah,
good, and
this
I
is
don't
so
generally
good.
eat sweets. I don't like sweet, but
He's going back. For
that tells you
seconds,
how
ladies
good
and
this stuff is. I generally don't like sweets. I'm going back for seconds on the chocolate
Man,
cream
and
pie.
let me tell you what, you know, from the rear end of this, because I'm eating all this. You have to check out this pumpkin cream. Back here, man. Go ahead and grab some.
Let me clear my palate.
You want to slide in the break real quick? And
I'll
then
clear my
you can
palate
clear
and
the
then
palate.
shall we? Yeah. We do have to take a quick break. We've got a bunch of things to cover here in the break. We'll tell you about Flash Holler. We'll tell you about Andy B's. You hear a little bit about Othello's and Louis as well. Got to say hi to our friend Christy Stewart up there in Toronto, who's watching us today from Toronto, Canada. Hello to all the people in the Great White North. All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back. Hang on. Be back in a flash.
Hey, Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But do you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, big hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louis, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louis, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it. Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond. You bought it online, and now you need to haul that big couch. Flash hauler it. Bought a washer or dryer and need to transport it from the seller's location to yours? Flash hauler it. Have office furniture to move across town? Flash hauler it. Car breakdown and you need a tow? Flash hauler it. Anytime you need furniture or appliances moved or need a tow, Flash hauler it. Haul it, tow it, deliver it with Flash hauler. Download the Flash hauler app free. Do it now. Flash hauler. All right, you guys, Flash hauler. Great people, great company, great organization. They move merchandise, products, sofas, refrigerators,
people,
whatever you need moved. They move merchandise like Uber moves people, and they've got drivers and trucks all over the city, all over the state. And right now they're teamed up currently with all the senior centers and senior living centers in the state of Oklahoma. So if you've got a senior in your family, whether it's an uncle, aunt, grandparent, whatever, and they're looking to downsize from the house they're living in, they're tired of mowing the yard, taking care of the property and whatever, they can move into one of these, I guess you would call it, maintenance-free locations, and Flash hauler will help them do it.
And not only that, but they know exactly. I mean, Flash hauler has this now on their computer system where everything will be. So instead of just dumping it, here you go, they will actually place it where you decide you want the furniture to go. They know this in advance. Now they're hauling furniture, junk removal. You're moving in, moving out, as Jack was saying, packing and unpacking. Yeah. And check this out. They can donate unused furniture. Now they have mobile storage or hard storage. They can
or used furniture for that matter. They can donate your used furniture.
Oh, yeah. And they have a saying, hey, let them do the heavy work for you.
Yeah, and they are Flash hauler, the game changer in the senior moving industry. They've integrated with all the senior living centers here in Oklahoma. Yeah. They offer, by the way, a flat rate pricing. That's not like, oh, you're going to get into something and all of a sudden find out on the back end you owe an extra $300 or $400 or whatever. It's flat rate pricing right there on the community movement and movement of product. They'll tell you up front it's going to cost X number of dollars, whatever it might be. And believe me, it's usually pretty reasonable.
Doggone right.
So check out Flash Hauler. Go to Flash Hauler, FLASHOLR.com. Maybe you just bought something for a member of the family as a gift. It's something nice. It's big. You don't have a vehicle big enough to transport it for Christmas or what. Contact Flash Hauler. They can do it for you at reasonable prices.
Now, if there's a bunch of you, and you want to have some fun during not only the past Thanksgiving holiday, but the upcoming Christmas holiday and all days in between, you got to check out Andy B's. Andy B's now open, my friend. And let me give you the exact address, and then I'm going to tell you how to get there.
Okay, tell me.
11917 North Penn. Go to 122nd and Penn, and you go about a block and a half south, and it's right there on the west side of the street with a B so big it's taller than the building itself. You can't miss it. And let me tell you, they have a really, really nice restaurant, a little snack bar in there, and everything is just upscale. They have a section where they actually have holograms on the bowling floors.
It's so cool. It tracks the ball as it goes down the lane and hits the pins.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You got to check it out. They got a
billiards, darts,
pool table that's basically a Mustang automobile, chop-topped, and the pool table is inlaid in the vehicle. It's so cool. And they got a full bar. Yep. Any beverage you might want.
Make something up.
Yeah, be it adult or non-adult. They got a full bar, and it's a big bar, very classy, very upscale. Boneless wings if you want those. Pizza, burgers. They've got a whole selection of food.
And don't forget, in addition to the big arcade, which the kids, the big and the little kids will enjoy.
God, it is the coolest arcade I've ever been to.
And they have something called duck pin bowling, which is great for the kids who maybe want to bowl. The bowling pin's about this tall, and the bowling ball,
the ball's like a softball.
Yeah, they can roll that. I'm going to tell you, it's absolutely great fun for the entire family. And like I said, I went into the axe throwing. got to be pretty good at it if I have to say so myself.
Oh, man.
At any rate,
There we go.
you check it out. Andy, hey, I challenge you right now. Andy B's now open, and guess what? They have specials for late night as well, so you got to check them out.
All right, we've been talking about some of this great food at Othello's Italian Restaurant where we broadcast from each week. We're at the location in Edmond, as we are every Monday at 1 o'clock Central Time. Up here at 1 North Main. It's Main and Broadway. Is Broadway and just take Broadway extension all the way north and check out the incredible array of Italian food. They open at 4 o'clock daily. They've got a location in Norman on Campus Corner. But Nancy, the proprietor here, one of the proprietors, brought us some of the pie.
I've never had.
We thank you.
Pumpkin pie.
That pumpkin pie is
insane.
that good.
That's insane.
That pumpkin pie is decadent. It's sinful. I'm about to try.
Very sinful.
I'm going to try the coconut cream because this is one of their classics, one of their exclusives. I'll let you know what I think here because
that chocolate's
that chocolate cream pie will just put you down.
Well, you know what? Let me get down there.
Yeah, that chocolate that's aggressive chocolate.
Unbelievable.
And we don't even like sweets. We were just talking. We don't eat pie.
I don't like
and
sweets.
Here we go. We're eating the
but
pies.
I'm now addicted. Now every time I come to Othello's, I'm going to want one of these.
Now everybody's saying you don't eat sweets. Liars, liars.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I am okay with saying I lied because
I am too.
Those pies
blew me away.
That's delicious.
We got some email to get to here in a flash. Oh, well, one thing I wanted to mention real quick because I know Ron's got his sleazy, trashy showbiz report coming up. I don't know if you caught this, but Gene Simmons, guy with the big tongue in the band Kiss. Gene Simmons of the band Kiss says they are done performing, mostly because they're no longer at an age where they need makeup to look terrifying. So they're stepping off the stage. I guess they're not going to perform anymore.
All right. Well, speaking of that, coming up a little bit later on in your sleazy Hollywood update, another group that's been around for a while, a little something I'm going to lay on you about them, Rolling Stones. But we'll tell you about that in a bit.
All right.
Right now, we have some email to get to because there are some people who, as Jack was saying, they need help. They want help. They demand help. They get us instead. Dear Jack and Ron, what's wrong with this generation? They seem to put themselves first regardless of who they may hurt.
Oh,
example,
yeah.
My son came home for the holidays. This we expected, but brought his girlfriend and another couple. Well, tis the season, so we tried to make the best of it. But this group was rude to the older invited guests. They drank, stopped up the toilet as well.
All right. Yeah.
We love our kid, but we didn't raise him this way. What do you suggest? What do you have to say about this?
I think since it's your kid, you can sit down and talk to him specifically without any of the others around or later after they've left and let them know, hey, look, if you're going to pull this kind of crap, you got to let us know up front. And here's a possible, alternate plan. Go to a hotel. I mean, you can come over for dinner, but go to a hotel and plug up their toilet.
Yeah, there's nothing, I'll tell you, there's absolutely nothing worse than a plugged up toilet because then you look around. Who's going to get up and go and unplug it? Who?
And like Ron said, it's horrible to have a plugged up toilet, especially when you, the owner, aren't the one who plugged it up.
That's right. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the only suggestion we can give is talk to your son. Try to level with them and say, hey, look, bringing an additional couple into the mix was not really fair without a forewarning. And God knows what kind of bowel problems they have.
And you know what? You got liquor there for everybody. You come in, you start drinking up all the liquor.
Yeah.
Eating
all the food, drinking all the liquor. We're footing the bill.
Gone.
Everything's missing. Dang. All the Patron Silver is gone. Yeah. What now?
Well, I see now they would have trouble with our good buddy Mike Fields. He wrote down pumpkin pie, coconut cream pie, million calories. Hell yeah.
You damn right, Mike.
Mike, I agree with you. Hell yeah.
Let me tell you what, my next spoonful of coconut cream is in honor of Mike Fields. Because I know Mike would love it. Oh, Mike, you don't know. Okay.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't we take a break?
So we got to get to Roy, the movie guy.
And while Roy is talking, I'm going to have another bite of this pumpkin cream pie.
That's incredible.
So good.
All these pies are incredible here at Othello's Italian Restaurant. You need to get up here and try it sometime. Or if you're on the south end of town, the location in Norman, they feature all the same food, all the same pies. And my God, these pies are good. We'll take time to check in with Rory, the movie guy. Let's see what's going on at the box office this week.
Thank you, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I hope everybody was safe when they went out on Black Friday shopped and is enjoying their Cyber Monday. Now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. But first, let's talk about some box office numbers, the top 5 movies and what they made this past weekend. Coming in at number 5 was Thanksgiving with $7.3 million. Trolls Band Together with $17.5 million. Wish with $19.5 million. Napoleon at number 2 at $20.4 million. And the number 1 movie, Hunger Games, at $28.8 million. Now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. We have 2 new releases. The first is Renaissance, a film by Beyonce, directed by Beyonce, of course. Beyonce in performance at her record-breaking Renaissance World Tour and the creative mastermind behind it. There's no rating, but a runtime of 2 hours and 48 minutes long. Up next, we have Silent Night from director John Woo. On Christmas Eve, a man witnesses the death of his young son when the boy gets caught in the crossfire between warring gangs. Recovering from a wound that cost him his voice, he soon embarks on a bloody and grueling quest to punish those responsible. Starring Joel Kinnaman and Kid Cudi. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
There's one movie that's coming out very, very soon. And Jack, I thought about you when I saw this movie.
Uh-oh.
It was, let's see. It was The Knives Before Christmas.
The Knives Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like another terrorizing holiday film. It sure beats that Hallmark crap where every time somebody comes, every one of those Hallmark movies, somebody comes back to some small town, some pitiful small town where everybody knows everybody else's business and know who's doing who and all that. And you come back to town and your story is, well, I've been locked up in the corporate world in the big city for so long, and really I just wanted some peace and quiet. So I thought I'd come back here. And, well, by God, all of a sudden he or she runs into somebody who may have been a schoolmate years ago or just some floozy he runs into in this small town.
Somebody he nailed in high school.
Yeah.
And wouldn't mind nailing her again.
So nail he will. And so be it. That's how the damn movies go. And it's always the same way. Oh, and of course, let's not forget, well, gee, why wouldn't you be with your family during the holidays? I'm so sorry to report my mom was killed in an ambush. She was a cop, and she went out to patrol, and some kids with BB guns shot her in the eye, and she died. And it's just always the same crap, but now I've got a son because my wife, too, was also killed. She was in a car wreck or she died of some strange illness. But now I've got a son who's 8 years old, and he's just the best.
Yeah. Well, why is it the people who come back to these towns, they're always just drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
Or real handsome or drop dead gorgeous that
all of them.
And then all of a sudden
they're never overweight.
Yeah.
They're never slovenly. They all dress like they just stepped out of Gentleman's Quarterly.
Let's have a real homecoming where somebody comes in dragging around, you know what I mean? And
you don't ever
sitting
see
in the restaurant with a cup of coffee because that's all they can afford.
Yeah,
a real welcome home.
And every time I watch those, and my wife's always got them on, I go, oh yeah, this is real life. Look at the house they live in. It's the size of 2 hotels. How is that, And they go, well, I'm glad you came back for the holidays. Can you help us decorate? We got the tree and we got the ornaments out. Mm-hmm. But don't forget, Grandpa's one special ornament that he made 300 years ago out of wood. He whittled this all on his own. It took him a year, and we got to put that at the top of the tree.
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
And by the way, have you seen my youngest daughter? Yeah, she was just I think she was in elementary school when you left. Look at her now.
Yeah.
Don't you want to marry her?
She's only got 6 kids.
Yeah.
And 2 ex-husbands.
It's a small town.
Yeah. Everybody knows everybody else. Okay, we got to get to some audio. Oh yeah, we got more audio for you.
I love. I mean, we have thousands upon thousands of audio clips, but this particular group of clips I really love.
Well, we've often been asked to replay some of these clips. These are classic Jack and Ron Leave It to Beaver segments that we delivered over the years while working in terrestrial radio. Sort of our own spin on that popular TV series starring Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. And in our episodes, it was Beaver's teacher, Miss Landers, who was always trying to steal Beaver's dad away from his mom. And she always had some unique methods. Anyway, listen up. It's Jack and Ron's Leave It to Beaver.
Gee, Dad, I feel kind of creepy.
Well, Beaver, why is that?
Well, my teacher, Miss Landers, says she thinks I should do a complete inventory of all of Mom's belongings. She wants to know things like how many bottles of prescription medicine Mom has, and also her medical records and charge card numbers and social security number. Sounds like Miss Landers is going to do something real special for Mom.
Whoa!
Miss Landers says it's going to be a big surprise for Mom, so I should get all the information and keep it a secret. Miss Landers also told me she has some medicine Mom probably needs and said I should empty out Mom's aspirin bottle and fill it with the pills Miss Landers gives me. Dad, Miss Landers has the right idea. She's a real giver, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Now, are you getting a special grade for this? I mean, you seem to be doing an awful lot of stuff for Miss Landers.
I call it extra credit. And she set such a great example for me and all the other kids in school. She's the best teacher. She doesn't drink much during class. She always shows concern for my work and even invites you over to her place to discuss my studies. I think she's the best. Miss Landers even said she thinks I'm such a good student. We have such a good teacher-student relationship. One day I'll probably call her Mom. Dad, why is my brother Wally going through electroshock therapy? And why does he have so many pictures of the Jonas Brothers in our bedroom? Dad, I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap.
You do that, B.
There you go.
Yeah, but I like Beef's dad because he never let you know. Did he really go over to Miss Landers' house?
Mm-hmm.
Did he go to these so-called PTA meetings and things of that nature where
parent-teacher meetings? Yeah,
right. Where they went out and he didn't get home till about 11 or 12 o'clock because they had some real tough problems to work out with the kids.
Sure,
he never talks about that. Way to go!
But he was there to help. He was a giver too. He was there to help. Ward Cleaver, a giving man, helping with Beaver's teacher, schoolwork, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Really
by
good.
the way, Mike, we were talking about the email that we had about the kids coming home. Mike says, throw the brats out on their collective asses. I agree with you.
I agree with Mike, too. You knew we'd agree with Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's always on the same page as us. By the way, Dylan Cruz is watching. Hey, Dylan, how's it going? We worked with Dylan in radio long ago. Dylan's a good dude. All right. What do we got to get to? Is that what it says? I know what it is.
Yeah.
It is. I hit my new megaphone.
Oh, kind of hold it away from the mic now a little bit.
News of the I'll be damned.
Okay. We spare no expense.
People downstairs are saying, what the hell is going on?
We have no budget on the show, but I was able to invest, $5 to get a new one of those. All right. This is kind of an interesting story to start off. Police have arrested a guy they say stole a city-installed surveillance camera in Del Rio, Texas.
Texas.
And then he unknowingly transmitted images of himself through the device. Now, this is a police surveillance camera. He steals the camera. He puts it up in his bedroom. He has a naked woman in his room.
Well.
He's naked, too. And guess what they're doing? Yeah, no, they're not playing Uno. They're going at it like a couple of rabbits. So he steals a police city camera, installs a surveillance device in his room. The man is seen in bed with a naked woman. He, too, is naked. Oh, but get this. You know how they discovered and were able to arrest him? This goofball has his name, Martinez, tattooed on his arm. So there he is, naked in front of the police department. Cops are all watching the video that he's shooting out of his bedroom as he's popping this woman, and two of them are going at it. And there's his name, Martinez.
Why?
It was simple enough to.
Why would you do that?
Because you're an idiot.
I mean, not the lady part, but with the camera. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Why? Well, he didn't realize. I think when he stole the camera, he thought he was just stealing a camera that he could use to videotape his escapades with this woman or others.
Oh, so it's an idiot thief
for himself, but had no idea that the camera was going to be shooting images back to the police department. So there you go. He was easily arrested. Hell, his name is on his arm. Tattooed on his arm. They went and got him.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, don't you know the cops sitting
they
there
go
watching
down the
that?
list? Martinez.
Ah,
yeah,
that's him. I'm sure the cops, though, imagine sitting in the police station or wherever, and you're watching that video of this guy in the room with this lady friend. That's got to be a fun time. Don't you agree?
Oh, man.
All the cops sitting around having a good time. What a bunch of jollies.
Hey, Friday, Joe Friday, come on in here and sit down and watch this.
I had another story for you. I'm trying to remember which one it was that I wanted to do. I've got so many, but I might want to.
You got the one where Martinez is being pulled out and saying he didn't know the camera was a cop camera or something like that?
I don't have any further information
Well,
on Mr. Martinez. All I know is he's thrown in the slammer. By the way, Dylan Cruz, our buddy, says, I can produce that bit for y'all. Record it and send it my way. Oh, and Chris Baker, our buddy Chris is watching today. Hey, Chris, what's up, man? Baker, what's up, Bake?
Yeah, he just got back from traveling. Everybody just got back from traveling all over the place, man. Everybody but me.
Everybody but you.
Yeah.
But everybody's been traveling quite a bit. All right, we got to get some more audio. This is a quick piece of audio for you. Alabama woman, rare medical condition. She has 2 uteri and 2 cervixes. How do you? I don't know. I don't
know.
I've always just said cervix. I don't know how to say 2. 2 cervixes?
Oh,
okay.
You said services. I was about to say they're interchangeable, but that's beside the point.
Here's the most incredible thing. She's got 2 of those holes.
Don't get mad at me.
And she's currently pregnant in both uteri.
What?
Yeah. Here is Kelsey Hatcher, along with Dr. Shweta Patel and Dr. Richard Davis. And they're talking about her extremely rare pregnancy in 2 different locations.
I said, there's 2 of them in there. He said, you're lying.
Very, very rare. Yes. OBGYNs go their whole careers without seeing anything like this.
A double cervix, a double uterus is way under 1%, maybe 3 per 1,000 women might have that. And then the probability of having a twin in each horn is really crazy.
To be this rare and kind of out there, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot. We're grateful for the blessings for sure, but this will definitely be the end.
Wow. Can you imagine 2 babies in 2 different holes or 2 different cervixes?
Yeah. Hopefully not 2 different daddies.
Well, oh man.
Well, hey, it can happen.
Maybe, but I think this is just she and her husband conceived, and she just happens to have dual cervixes, dual uteruses, and so she got 2 kids. Two for the price of 1.
Well, I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Boy, no doubt.
Wait a minute, ladies. You all do a fantastic job.
I feel bad.
Let me back up right now. You guys do a fantastic job that, I don't know, because of your sex, men don't have to put up with. So I don't know if I could be as brave and as strong as you all are. That's why I said I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Good cover, man. Good cover. All right. We got to get to I got to turn my new megaphone on.
Sleazy, trashy showbiz report.
Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates is suing John Oates for trying to sell his portion of their joint music ventures.
Is that why it is? I heard that there was a lawsuit, but one's trying to sell the joint venture stuff when it's supposed to be split down the middle, right?
That's right. He wants to sell his part. But Daryl is saying, no, go look at our original contract, and you can't do that. Anyway, we'll watch. I hate for something like that because I really like that group. They were really nice. Hey, Cowboy Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboy Prescott, the quarterback, baby. He and his girlfriend are expecting their first baby.
Aww.
So he's going to go out there and play like he's got to pay like you wouldn't.
Well, he's going to have to. I mean, either he marries her or makes child support payments forever.
Yeah, and quite frankly, sometimes just make the child support payments and call it.
And you know what? And what you might do, instead of making a payment every month, kind of like the lottery, have her take a lump sum. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or, something else. Figure out how much money it is for the year and give her that amount in cowboy tickets. Now, Taylor Swift and Kelsey spent the entire evening in their room after canceling part of the tour because of the weather. It was so hot
down there in Argentina.
Yeah, and then they had floods and stuff like that.
So the two of them spent the evening in the room.
Yeah, that's his way of just, saying that, we did the do.
Well, here's the thing. I understand, even if they didn't do anything we figured they may have done.
Oh, please.
How could they go anywhere? Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, you go to a restaurant, you go to the movies, you go anywhere, you're going to be mobbed. So maybe they had to go to the room. It's a great excuse, Travis.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah, good move.
All right. Roseanne Barr, remember her?
Oh, God, yeah.
Do ya? Well, she's thrown her hat into the ring to be Donald Trump's vice president.
Sweet.
That's what we want. Roseanne Barr and Donald Trump in office. The hell in a handbasket, man. Rolling Stones, their concert sponsored by AARP. Did you know that?
I did. I saw that the other day.
Yeah. In fact, members get first crack at Rolling Stones tickets.
AARP members get first crack at the tickets.
That's it, my friend.
Used to be American Express card holders got first shot.
Yeah.
Now it's AARP members.
Yep. And these are front row seats they're going for, or at least down front.
Imagine what they cost.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne says he has...
Most of those AARP people are probably on a fixed income, Social Security. They can't afford a front row ticket to a Rolling Stones concert.
Yeah. And I hope they have somebody up there with, medical equipment in case someone tries to get up and dance or something falls out. You never know. Ozzy Osbourne says he has 10 more years at best to live, and he wants to give out one more concert for his fans.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, well, have you seen him lately?
I did. I saw that. He did that one show a couple of years ago or a year ago, and it looked like he was propped up and held up by some sort of mechanical device. He did not appear to me to be in the best of health.
Yeah, well, I agree with you on that, my friend. And you want to get one more concert? Make it one. Diddy, Axl Rose, Jamie Foxx, and Cuba Gooding Jr. are all being sued in sexual assault cases.
It happens.
Yeah. But I like the one with Jamie Foxx, the lady that is suing him. This alleged assault happened 30 years ago. And it's, why? What,
30 years
30
ago.
years ago.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4 years ago or whatever, but 30
years, you were having a... I'm not going to say that. I could prejudice the jury. And finally, did you check out...
Prejudice the jury.
Did you check out Dolly Parton?
I did.
And let me tell you...
Halftime at the Cowboy game?
Yeah.
She looked great.
So good.
She looked phenomenal.
Sometimes don't you look when you see somebody all glammed up and what have you, you wonder just how much further that glam goes. Well, apparently it goes all the way to her shorts. Because that's what she had on.
Yeah. She had like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfit on, if you didn't see it. And man, she's 77 years old. She looked like she was about 35 or 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, God, she is in great shape.
Yeah. And you know what? Still married to that same guy for how many years? I don't know how many years.
Long time.
Yeah. His hair was a different color when they got married.
All I know is I heard an interview with her recently where she talked about having work done, and the interviewer asked her, now you do get work done, right? And she go, oh, heck yeah, honey, I get that Botox and this and that. Do anything you can to look good. I guess if you got the money. And she admitted to it. She said, I'm not going to hide it. I'll tell you straight up.
See, that's what I love about her. She's just
Pretty
so
real.
honest.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I just used my usual facial cream, and she doesn't come up with that crap. It's like, hey, whatever I need to make me look good when I go out on that stage to make me some big money.
Well, it's sort of like some of these models and actresses or whoever that are spokespeople for different cosmetic lines, and they say, oh, by using this particular cream or ointment, you'll stay young forever. Look at my beautiful face. They're getting work done, right? They're not just no cream or ointment. It might help, some kind of moisturizer or whatever, but it's not going to take away the jowls and the bags and all that.
As a prime example of that, I was watching, as I try to do every day, Tamron Hall. And there's going to be a special movie starring Morgan Fairchild, Donna Reed, not Donna Reed.
Donna Reed's dead, isn't she?
Yeah, Donna. I forgot this. Anyway, they were
Donna Mills.
Donna Mills.
Okay.
And there were people from Desperate Housewives and all of the old soaps that used to come on a long time ago. Right. All those ladies are going to be in one big movie that will be on television. And I was looking at them. The only person that I was a little surprised, Morgan Fairchild, she's gained a little weight, but she still looks great. Donna Mills she was just gorgeous.
Yeah, and they obviously have all had some work done to make themselves stay gorgeous. You got it. All right. Time for Jack and Ron to get to the
dumbass joke of the day.
Bring it on, brother.
All right, here's the deal. We have 3 very cheesy jokes. 3 very cheesy jokes. We ask Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. So, yes, again, Ron gets to pick his cheese. 3 jokes today. Number 1, the drunk lady. Number 2, the kangaroo. Number 3, the Super Bowl. Drunk lady, kangaroo, Super Bowl.
Okay, Thanksgiving just wrapped up, and it reminds me of something I saw. It was a drunk lady. Oh. And she was real drunk, too. Tried to pretend she wasn't drunk, but she was.
Okay. So the drunk lady.
Yeah.
Man and his wife are at a restaurant. The husband keeps staring at an old drunken lady, swigging her gin, just pouring it down at a nearby table. And the wife says, "Do you know her?" Husband says, "Yeah, she's my ex-wife. She took to drinking right after we divorced 7 years ago. I hear she hasn't been sober since." His current wife says, "My God, who would think a person could go on celebrating that long?" Hey. You want another one?
I don't see anybody trying to stop you, man. I go on.
All right. After an extremely long drought, very dry conditions, big drought, finally a rain came along. Down comes the water from the sky, a big rain. The animals in the forest were all happy except the kangaroo.
Really?
When the others asked the kangaroo what the reason for being so sad happened to be, the kangaroo revealed that the rain meant all of its kids would now be playing inside.
I like it.
All right.
It was cute.
I'll give you one more. Big Super Bowl game. A man makes his way to his seat right next to the 50-yard line. Great tickets, great seats. He sits down, but he notices the seat next to him completely empty. He leans over and asks the guy one chair over if someone will be sitting there. And the guy says, "Nope, that seat's empty." Guy says, "That's pretty incredible. Who in their right mind would have a seat like this for the Super Bowl and not use it?" Guy says, "Well, actually, the seat belongs to me. I was supposed to come with my wife, but she passed away. This is the first Super Bowl we haven't been to together since we were married." The other guy says, "Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's terrible, but couldn't you find someone else, a friend, a relative, or even a neighbor to come along and take that seat?" The guy says, No. They're all at the funeral."
Damn.
There you go. You've probably heard it before, but damn it, it's still good a second time around, isn't it?
Oh, boy. I'll tell you something that's good. By the way, Chris Baker saying, "Hi, fellas. Hey, fellas. How you doing?" And also, Kathy Lamadia says, "At least Roseanne is qualified as a comedian to be vice president."
Good take. Good one. Yeah. All right, we've got to get to Tribond. This is where we give you 3 words. Not 1, not 2, but 3 words, and you got to come up with 1 word that works with the 3. That's the way it goes. Now, this is the one we gave to you November the 13th. And well, that was 2 weeks ago. We gave it to you November 13th. We said you'd have 2 weeks to come up with the answer. And the 3 words, and of course, I think we've already come to the conclusion that Richard or Ron, either both, came up with the answer. The 3 words were potato, pan, cup. Again, potato, pan, cup.
Oh, I think.
Come up with it.
Yeah,
I can't remember it.
I think it was cake. I think it was cake.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, you got a potato cake, pancake, and a cupcake. Well, here's today's. And we'll come back December 4th. That's a week from today to reveal the actual answer. The 3 words. Oh, man, I made this so easy. Damn it, a 3-legged dog with no eyes and or no tail and an eye patch. It doesn't matter. A dead dog could get this one. Are you ready? A monkey with no banana and an eye patch could get this one right.
Poor animals. I didn't know you were like that, man.
Well, it wasn't me. I didn't maim them. I love the animals in the forest. The 3 words: roast, flour, jack.
Roast, flour. I'm writing this down. Jack.
Roast, flour, jack. That is so simple. I mean, I know you guys have the answer. Don't give it yet. We'll just wait till the next time.
Okay, I'm going to write this down.
Yeah. I told you I'd make it easy for you the week after Thanksgiving.
This is it not?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, just double check.
Everybody's got it by now. All right. We'll come back next week, Monday, December 4th, and reveal the answer. But already these 2 gentlemen know it. So there you go. I guess we got to wrap this up with 2 tough trivia. The question again?
How much in tips do Americans contribute each year?
To servers around the country.
Around the country.
My first.
You said $1 billion was.
Whoops! You got your mic. Your mic's off again. What's with your mic? Maybe we need a new control board.
I just muted it.
Oh, okay.
You say $1 billion was short, right?
But he didn't even say 1 billion was short. I don't think. I said 500 million. He said it was too low. You said 750 million. My first thought was to say $2 billion, and I quickly changed my story. I just thought, that's too much, and I went with 500 million. But my initial thought was $2 billion. Am I close?
No.
Damn.
Well, what is the real answer?
Merry Christmas to all. $36.4 billion.
Whoa!
Is what America donates in tips each year.
And I thought 2 billion was a little high.
Now I'm looking at somebody going back in my mind's eye, looking at some of these white people, and I'm about ready to say, look, you're covered. You're already covered.
Here's an interesting story for you. If you're not a restaurateur, maybe you don't know this. And many people do, but servers only make like $2.13 an hour here in this market. So they live off tips, obviously $2.13 an hour. Not going to cut it. You're not going to be able to, that's not even.
That's gas money to get to work, not to make any money.
That's pre-poverty. So tips are what they live on. So $2.13 an hour and then tips. So that's why it's always important to try, if the server is doing you some good, if they have a big smile, if they got a great personality, they're very helpful, they're doing their job, give them that big tip. Give them 20, 25, 30% if you can.
Make it rain.
Now, here's an interesting scenario for you, interesting thought. In Vegas, the servers are unionized. They make $17 an hour. And people from like here or around the country don't know that. They think they're making the same kind of money as we do here as a server. So you go to Vegas, guys making 17, 18 bucks an hour, and then you leave them a 20% tip. They say servers in Vegas are easily making over $100,000 a year. I know.
But remember too, the cost of living in Vegas is
a little higher.
Yeah, definitely so.
But still, I mean, for a server to be making in excess of $100,000 a year, that's pretty sweet.
I tell you what, they could come right here and go to Andy B's, my friend.
Yep.
Right there on Pennsylvania, and for a lot less, have a lot more fun, my friend. Don't forget, it's brand new. It's open right now. I'll give you the exact street address: 11917 North Penn. It's with the big B that's taller than the building, and they have a variety of things for everybody in the family, from you know, if you want to bowl, or you want to throw some axes, or you want to shoot some pool, you want to play some darts, to somebody older, you just want to sit down, watch TV a little bit, and have something from their snack bar. Or, brother, if you want to go on over there and get something from the bar.
Yeah, they got a full service bar, and it's huge, and they've got great bartenders, great servers. They've got so many people there to help you.
This guy went behind the bar to make sure that they had everything to make what
I did.
he wanted.
I went behind the bar. I took video. I've got it all in my phone. And I made sure they've got every possible thing you would need to have a good time. I promise you will at Andy B's. Look for the giant letter B out front of the building right there, just south of Northwest 122nd on Penn. And I'm telling you what, that arcade, it will blow you away. It's an arcade beyond any other.
And let me tell you something. Now, if you think it's just for the kids, it is partially. But we sat down and we put on some headsets or something like that, 3D headsets that was absolutely fantastic. And they gave us, a free ride on them. And I was hoping we get two, because I was having such a great time with that thing, man. But if new games like Rick and Morty, the Avengers, and everything else.
I did the race car game too.
Yeah, that race car.
Yeah,
they got the Avengers deal. They've got so much stuff there.
Yeah, and they have a redemption.
And they have dodgeball.
Oh yeah, that, definitely. I'm telling you, it's great. And you get tickets, and of course, they have a redemption center where you can go in there. The kids can, or you can, depending upon the size of the gift that you can redeem for. And they are big. They got a what was that?
They got
PlayStation. They got a
PlayStation,
Xbox 5.
Yeah, PlayStation 5. They've got so many cool gifts that if you win enough tickets, you can actually trade them in for that. I mean, because, a lot of those places you go where the kids collect tickets, they give them like a pencil eraser,
a plastic ring.
Yeah, that's it. A plastic spider ring. Something. But this place, I'm telling you, Andy B's has prizes that you trade in the Redemption Center. It blow you away. It's like big time prizes.
All right,
big stuff.
How do you make a good thing better? How about late night after 9?
Hey, yeah.
Half price. Are we talking half price here?
Half price bowling.
You bowl till you get tired. You bowl until somebody comes over and says, "Okay, that's your last spare.
Yeah,
you gotta go."
There you go.
It's
All
just
right.
that's the great. Check them out.
Also, got to thank the folks at Flash Hauler. They transport merchandise like Uber transports people. Contact Flash Hauler anytime you're making any kind of move. Drivers all over the city, they can be with you within a couple of hours, taking care of whatever it is you need moved. They're the game changers in the moving industry. A flat rate. They're not going to tell you, well, it might be this much an hour, that much an hour. Well, we went 2 or 3 hours longer than we expected, so now it's going to be bigger money on the end. Yep. It doesn't happen with Flash Hauler. Plus, got to thank the folks at Othello's. Man, the pie. The chocolate cream pie. Oh, man.
This pumpkin cream pie. Let me tell you something.
I got the coconut cream pie right here.
I was trying to eat most of it all up before we got out of here until I realized, well, just because we're off the air doesn't mean we had to leave. So I'll just have one more bite.
But you need to get to Othello's Italian Restaurant up here at Broadway and Main, right here at 1 South Broadway in downtown Edmond. They open at 4 o'clock daily, 7 days a week. Incredible Italian food. You need to check it out. Oh, by the way, tonight, Monday, is Build Your Own Pasta Day. You pick whatever pasta you want, whatever sauce, whatever protein. That could be chicken, it could be beef, it could be sausage, whatever. You build it $12.50 for a full plate of food here at Othello's. So check them out. And tomorrow night, it's 2-for-1 Parmesan, 2-for-1 Parm at Othello's. Plus, they have a location in Norman on Campus Corner. So check them out. They open up at 4 o'clock daily. Okay, we got to get out of here. Thanks to everybody for checking us out. Share this video with everybody you know. The #1 video podcast in America. Thanks for paying. Remember, we're on YouTube Live. We're on all the
Spotify. Wherever you get your podcast, wherever they have a podcast, that's where you'll find us.
iHeart Media Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Deezer. We're on all of them. So go ahead and check that out. When you go out to do what you do it like Jack and Ron. Be the best at what you do. Be the very best, like Jack and Ron. Give it 110, 120, 130% effort. Like Jack and Ron, go out, give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good day.